The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, we are starting the webinar right at precisely the top of the hour, and it is now 1 o'clock on the West Coast, 4 o'clock on the East Coast, and I'm Fred Gleeck, your host. And we're talking about information marketing, various aspects of that topic. First thing we want to do is go to fredgleeck.com. And then what we're going to do is go to another place, which is we're going to go to voice-over-training.org and show you Bill DeWeese's site. And then we might even go to another site. Let's go to fredandbobbly.com. And then let's add another site. Let's go to speakingexpert.com. Now we got a lot of sites up here. Oh man. We're cooking along here. So we're going to wait to see if we get any other joint venture partners on the line, i.e. Avish, see whether or not he's going to come on. And welcome. Okay, so that's it. And we are waiting for some of the other partners to join us. Waiting to see if any other joint venture partners will be on the event. On the webinar today, I don't think so. We've been off for a few weeks because of Christmas, New Year's, and vacation. That for me was the last 3 Wednesdays. So I appreciate your understanding. And I think probably the best thing to do is to, at this point, just go through some of the things that are going on coming up for me in the next few weeks here. We've got the information marketing event coming up in a couple weeks' time in New York City. I'm doing with Bob Bly. If you go to fredandbobbly.com, as indicated in the screen there, that would be the place to find out about that. We're also going to be recording that event, so you can get that as well. Lots of things that you can find out here that will be helpful for you. And so if you can make to that, please do. Also wanted to point out that at my site, fredgleeck.com, there's tons of information. If you go to free information marketing training, these webinars are all archived. If you go to these webinars, you'll see a list of, starting from way back when, all of the various webinars that have been recorded, and there's a lot going back to as early as, what do I have, March of 2010. So there's 3 years plus worth of webinars that have been recorded for your viewing pleasure, watching pleasure. Also, what else here? You can go to free information marketing training. There's a lot of material here that you can get. I'd encourage you to do that as well. Let's see here. Take a look at Bill DeWeese's site. Bill is doing an event with me coming up. We're doing it in Vegas, so hopefully that'll show up here if we go there. Let's see, Voiceover Revolution. It is. Click on voiceoverrevolution.com here.
Are you working as a voiceover?
So he's got his little pitch in video form here. I'd encourage you to look at these, even if you aren't in the voiceover business, just to get an idea of how he or we are promoting these. And you know, it's all about getting people to show up for these events. I think right now there's around 20 people enrolled. And so as it relates to seminars and events, there's something I told Bill about called the heart attack curve. And the heart attack curve is where the bulk of the registrations, let's just say, if I could put it into numerical form, 50 to 60% of registrations come in the last 20% of the time left. So in other words, if you start advertising an event January 1st, and that event is going to be held, let's say, April 1st, you will get the bulk of your registrations will happen from March 1 through 30. So the whole idea is it gets people nervous. That's what we call it the heart attack curve, is that people frequently do not register for events until they get very, very close. Now, this assumes that the majority of the registrants are within driving distance from the event. Oftentimes, you will get those events that are, let's say if you have an event internationally, people sign up right away because they have to make their plans. But if they're driving distance, and that's where you're expecting most of your attendees to come from. So in the case of the Voiceover Revolution event that Bill and I are doing, we're going to be doing this event in Vegas. So one of the things we're doing is we're trying to promote it. Since an event is in Las Vegas, we are heavily promoting it in Los Angeles. Again, I'll say San Diego, Las Vegas itself, Phoenix, Tucson, and San Francisco. And if I were to give you approximate, this Los Angeles, 4 to 5 hours away. Phoenix, 4 to 5 hours. San Diego, 5 hours. San Francisco's a little further. It's probably 9 to 10. And Tucson, I frankly don't know, but I'm guessing. Yeah, actually, I could guess. So it's probably 6 to 7 hours, because Phoenix is 4 to 5. So what we're doing is, and so this is where we're doing a lot of heavy promotion, just because we think there are going to be quite a few people who take us up on this, that do it and are driving. So now if you click on Enroll Now, and let's see here, it's in Las Vegas, February 15, 16. It gives you the amount, the price. The price we're currently, I forget the price we're currently doing, but we're doing some type of a promotion, and I think that we could have even structured this a little bit better. So if we're talking about pricing with regards to events like this, let's just say, again, going back to my example, if we start promoting on January 1st, an event to be held on April the 1st. So January the 1st through the 30th, you may discount it, let's say 50% off. So if it's normally a $500 event, you're going to price it at $249. And then starting February 1st through March 1st, you give them a little bit less off. So then the price will go up to $299. And then March, well, this would be till the 28th, whatever. March 1st through the end of March, which is right before. Sometimes I even break this down even further. So March 1st through March 15th, you may make it $350, and then March 15th through March 31st, price it at $399, and then at the door is full fare of $500. And the reason why you were doing that is you're encouraging people to register faster, so that you can get a real idea of how many people are going to be there, et cetera, et cetera. And again, make sure what we're doing is we're recording this event like I record all the other events, and you can turn those into products, et cetera, et cetera. So that would give you a little bit of an idea, and we didn't do that with this particular event. We didn't tier it that way. We just said on a certain date it's going to be going up, and we only had 2 prices. Now we do have.
Are you working as a voiceover talent?
So we do have a couple of invited or special guests that are going to be speaking. Where do I have that here? I forget where you put that. Let's see. Special guests. Yes. This should be done in some kind of a bolder font. Dave Corvassier, who is a evening anchor for CBS TV there. And another guy, Tim Tippett, who's another guy who's also going to be coming in. And there you go. So enroll now for 2 days to save $200 off of the $3.99 enrollment fee that goes into effect February 1st. Okay, so I guess 1st of February we are boosting it to $3.99 from the current $2.99. So I think we have 20 people or so signed up. But the real money is going to come in the sale of the, of the product that we create from this event. So there you have it. A little bit about how we're doing those events. SpeakingExpert.com, of course, with Avish. Avish is not here today. He's busy speaking somewhere. And so we've got a lot of different things going on here. So I'd encourage you to take a look at these other things and just whatever. So I don't have any of the other JV partners on the webinar right now. So what I'm going to do is open it up for questions. If you have any questions, put it in your chat box and let's cover those. Because I want to make sure that we answer any of your questions for any of you who are on right now. So feel free to write a question in the chat box, and I will take those questions. Wait, there it is, the question box, not in the chat box. So questions, any questions from anybody here? Because I'm not going to keep going. I want to do these whenever I do these webinars. It's primarily for helping my JV partners with their business, and so. Normally, you just sit, get to watch, and a couple times, sometimes we open it up for questions. By the way, later on tonight, we're having another webinar. Let me just show you this first. You may have no interest in this because this isn't really a information marketing kind of event, but voice-over-training.org. I don't know if he has it here or not. Events, is it not there? The webinar is not, let me see. I do not see it there. Events, coaching, products. Didn't put the free webinar. I'm going to have to mention that to Bill, that we should put the free webinar someplace on voice-over-training.org. And we should also put kind of a thing for the event. So I'll have to make a note of that to get Bill to put notice of free webinars on site and to put notice of upcoming seminar on the site. Okay, so no questions from you as a group, okay? I don't see any questions, so we'll finish early today. Again, we're back, so next Wednesday we'll be back again.